Okay, crazy DJ life. So, I remember like a few years back, I was, you remember the times of Japan. So, yeah, Japan is already funny. So, I was playing, I think, in Mother Hall or Zep Osaka. You remember Osaka, huh? And you know, Japan and all the friends is there on the stage and the party is rocking and people are crazy. It's Japan, you know. And I was drunk and everything, blah, blah, blah. We just made so fun. And I finished my set, you know, I was all hyped up and we go outside and everyone, Zaksu, Zaksu, respectors, you know the vibe, yeah? So we go back, me and some friends, and I saw, I think it was white Mercedes or something like this, yeah? And it was the same car that we drove in, but I was, you know, I was happy and energized and everything, and I want to make fun. So I just ran and opened the door in the back and tried to get in. And the guy was like, no, please. And I didn't know what's going on. So I just entered the car, and the second I put my feet down, some guy put me out, and there is a sword. You know, a big katana, Japanese sword on my neck. Like, oh my God, what happened? What's going on? And then the Japanese ran after me like, onegai shimasu. They start talking to them in Japanese. And apparently, this car was the car of the head of the Yakuza in that area. And they thought I came to attack or something, but then it gets complicated because, you know, Japan and Japanese people, they're not letting go to this such a thing. There is no, you know, for everything you do, you need to pay, you know. There is no easy way out, like, sorry, I made a mistake, I'm a gaijin, I didn't know. No, now it's a story. And we go to the other place, you know, we sit there, and all the time I'm sitting, and there is two Japanese guys, you know, like bodyguards sitting next to me, and I'm trying to move, and they're like, no, stay there. You're not moving until we clear what's going on. And lucky for me, the guy I was working for, he called his boss. He have also his own connections, you know, with the Yakuza. And to tell the story short, we just needed to pay some fine. They wanted my finger. They wanted my finger. But, you know, lucky for me, as he told me, my boss, bigger. So I was lucky to get out of it with just a fine that they pay, or I don't know what they resolved. You know, the Japanese never told me exactly what price they had to pay for rescue me. But man, it was insane. I mean, the night that you sit there in a dark lounge, you know, the Yakuza lounge, they took me there with my two friends and the promoter of the parties. And you sit there and you don't know what to do. And for me, it was funny because, fuck them, Japanese, you know. But man, I tell you, I was that short from losing my finger or my neck or I don't know what. And man, lucky. It was funny. And then I did go. And since then, you know what? I learned you need to respect others. Other people's civilization and culture. We like to make jokes, we like to make fun, but try to make it more intimate, you know, with our friends and not involve the neighborhood. Because we used to go, you know, to bars and
learn this lesson before to travel.
yeah, but man, we were young, you know, and I think this is one of the benefits of us being DJs, that we get to see the world and evolve as human beings, you know.
Exactly.
So that's my crazy story.
Through some insane stories like this one. Well, thanks a lot, Regev. That was very nice.
Yeah, thank you, Cedric. I had a lot of fun.
What a story, man. What a story. Wow. But you'll see, and you know already, and that's why I do this new sequence in the show, because all the DJs have stories like this. I guess.
Man. We have so many stories.
Hello, Regev. How are you?
Hi, Cedric. What's up? I'm good. Surviving
Nice.
the moment of the COVID.
Yeah, exactly. What have you done since the COVID, since the lockdown started? Like 6 months without party, like all of us?
Yeah, well, it's tough, but you know, I still have my school and private lessons. I teach everyone through Zoom now, like from the internet. It's from all over the world, and I still make my music, you know, here and then. And father for the kids. I become a chef also.
How many kids you have now?
I have 3.
Shit.
Yeah. I have one who is only 1 year now, so
Oh, I know the feeling, man.
yeah, it's nice.
So tell me, you changed AZAX syndrome to AZAX. It's
Yes.
shortened. Like, can you
Yes,
explain
yes.
us why briefly?
Because everyone used to call me AZAX, you know, it's like more way of
Yeah.
people talk to each other. And then I cut my hair and I said, you know what, maybe it's a good idea to just remain AZAX, you know, without the tail.
But did the music, I mean, when you changed the name, it was just the name, or did you also change your style in the same time? You know what I mean?
I never change my style. People think I'm changing my style, but you know, life for me is very dynamic. You know, when I started making the music in 2004, I was very poor, no equipment, no nothing, and I was like, I was very angry. So the music was much more aggressive, you know. And then the scene changed. I'm not the same person I was before, you know. Things happen to me. So every 2 years, every EP, every album, I change a little bit, but it's still AZAX, you know.
Yeah, it's not a change, it's just the logical evolution of your music.
Maybe different textures, maybe, you know, because we say when you make everything flat, you know what is flat line?
Yeah.
It means that you're dead. Life is up and down, and very dynamic.
I
So
agree with this idea.
Yeah.
Nice one, nice way to explain.
yeah.
So tell me, with all those years of traveling all around the world and playing in parties, if I ask you now to choose, like, maybe not the best, I know how impossible it is to choose the best or your favorite, but is there a party now that happened in a special location that, you know, when you were playing there, you were thinking, wow, this is really a cool job?
Yeah, there was many.
I know.
You know what? Here is one. I played in San Francisco Love Parade, I think 2009. It was I arrived there with the family of my wife, and I was 2 days without chewing bubble gum. and then I arrived to the place, to San Francisco, and first time for me there, you know. It was huge place, man, like maybe 300,000 people on the street. Police there, people smoking everywhere. And I tried to find my track that I was playing there. I saw Deadmau5 there, I saw everyone there. And I wanted to, before I play, to do something, you know. So this guy gave me some whiskey, this guy gave me some, you know, chewing gum, and this one gave me some this. And it was my time to play, 300,000 people, and I can't move. I'm like, I'm too stoned, man. I tell the guy, maybe you play another song, maybe you play another track, so I can reset myself, you know. Wake up. And then it was killer, man. It was like, for me, it was like a rock concert, you know. It was not any familiar to Psytrance event. It was totally different.
Before, but after the first track, I mean, once you press play, that's it, you are in.
Yeah, exactly. Then, you know, with the years comes the experience. But it was amazing because it was like a fucking rock concert. People were pogo dancing there, you know. Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah, in the US the scene is a bit different, and anyway, it was more now like a street festival. So this is always different. You have all kind of people. You need to please everyone.
Man, it was huge. This is what I remember. Huge crowd, and people were pogo dancing. It was insane, man. The vibe was like something else. It was not a party. That's it.
So many parties, but there is especially one moment that I really remember. Well,
Really?
Let's watch the screen like a few seconds.
Okay.
I guess you remember this moment. Man, what happened exactly? How did you feel when the guy jumped in and was in front of you? You were playing. How did you? I mean, do you remember the exact moment?
Yeah, man. This was this was a story because the driver was late. Yeah, we drove maybe 2 hours in the night in the dark to the party. We arrived there, and the guy before me, I think some EDM guy, you know, and he was playing EDM, and it was maybe 10,000 or 15,000 people. It was, I think, Cyclos in Brazil. I'm not sure. And anyway, yeah, I think it was Cyclos in Porto Alegre. And all night long, these guys got house and EDM, and then it was me, the first guy to open the Psytrance, yeah? So I pressed play, was a big intro, and then a lift, and the drop. And in the first drop, I see the guy coming from the crowd, and man, the stage was maybe 3 meters high. I don't know how he jumped, and he made it in 2 steps. 1, 2, boom! and he's falling on the CDJ. Lucky for me, I was playing from the computer, so it was on the side. And I remember I tried to stop him, not to get the faders down of the mixer. And all the guy did he just did like, he wanted a kiss. He just wanted the kiss, So I hugged him and turned him away, and I screamed to the guy. I think it was Udi from Upgrade. I make sure no one beats him because security can kick his ass for it. But man, the guy just came and wanted a hug.
Well, actually, you reacted very cool. I don't know how I would have handled this. It's a sudden
was shocked.
you don't know what the guy wants.
I was after 2 hours drive. I sleep in the car. I wake up. We arrive to the party with my bags on, you know what I mean? I arrived with my bags on the stage, and the guy turned around and he said, 1 minute. 1 minute I had to connect everything, everything was in pressure. I didn't even drink. I asked the guy, can I have some Red Bull vodka or something? And then boom, the guy jumped. First thing, and I know that my set will be weird because I'm it's like you wake up and someone smack you in the face. And
I know exactly, man. I know
so
exactly.
It is a good story, man.
Yeah. Well, but as I'm sure that you have also some crazy story, but in the other way, like maybe a crazy that you were a little bit scared for yourself. Let's now begin. Now it's a new sequence in the show that I introduced to you. Is the crazy DJ live stories.